Recognize that sound? It's the sound of one of the most famous cars in history. In 1968, this sound was almost silenced. The Mustang was a sales hit, but to the hardcore gearheads, it was seen as a lightweight, a secretary's car, not a serious muscle car. So how did one movie and one legendary chase completely rewrite its story? 1968 was the peak of the American muscle car war. The Camaro, the Charger, the Barracuda, they all had bigger engines and more horsepower. On paper, the Mustang was the underdog, and then a movie called Bullitt came along. They needed a car for a chase scene that would feel real. They didn't pick the favorite, they picked the underdog. But here's the twist. The Mustang didn't become famous because it was the most powerful car. It became famous because of a revolution in filmmaking. Before Bullitt, car chases were fun, but they felt fake. They used obvious stunt drivers, jazzy music, and were shot on safe backlots. Bullitt's director, Peter Yates, wanted something completely different: authenticity. They broke all the rules. First, they turned off the music. The only soundtrack was the raw, mechanical scream of the cars. You heard every gear shift, every tire squeal. It felt real because it was real. Second, Steve McQueen, a professional racer, insisted on doing as much of the driving as possible. The cameras were mounted low on the cars themselves, so you felt every bump and jolt. This wasn't a film chase. It was like you were in the passenger seat. The Mustang wasn't just a prop, it was a co-star. So, back to our question. How did a 10-minute chase make the Mustang an icon? The other cars had power, but they didn't have a masterpiece of cinema to showcase it. The Bullitt Mustang earned its legend on the hills of San Francisco. It proved that a car's character isn't just about horsepower, it's about story. And that's why, 50 years later, a dusty Mustang found in a barn wasn't just an old car, it was a piece of history. That legacy is so powerful, it's got people wondering, what would a modern Bullitt Mustang look like? Fans and designers are now using AI to imagine exactly that. These aren't real cars, yet, but they show how a 50-year-old story is still shaping our imagination of performance, style, and pure, authentic cool. What do you think? Could a new car ever become an icon the same way?